Hello!
Hello!
So we're just about to hit the first bridge on a Minichi bridge or something like that. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we're just going to go across one island today and then across another bridge, and there's a really small island and it's just got a campsite on it, so that's where we're going to head. But we can see just overhead, these are like the cycleways that we're going to eventually climb up onto. So yeah, should be fun. Coming up on the second bridge now. Do you like bridges?
I like them.
So this bridge kind of ends there, but then skips over this island and then carries on to like the bigger island over there. But we're going to be camping on this little island. Apparently there's a campsite there that can only be accessed by bicycles and mopeds, so hopefully it should be quiet. Although I'm not sure a lot of people are camping this time of year because it's a bit cold at night. A bit chilly.
Yes.
Speaking of chilly, what are we having for tea tonight?
Chilli!
Alright, made it to camp. It's right next to this lovely beach. So I think we're going to have a quick swim. We're well overdue a shower, aren't we, really?
Oh, it's about 4 days.
This was the campsite last night. We camped just in the corner over there. We had a few neighbours last night, all Japanese cycle tourists, motorcycle tourists. So there's one bicycle tourist. But yeah, nice campsite really. Free as well, so that's always nice. What did you think about the campsite?
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Tomorrow, so we're just in the Klein Laundry. Our clothes are due a wash. I've got myself some deep fried octopus.
Tempura, isn't it?
Tempura octopus.
You're good. You love octopus, don't you? So we're kind of coming towards the end of the bridge now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Been taking it kind of easy, not been doing too many miles over the last couple of days, just about 20 odd miles each day, because it's been really nice hiking, hasn't it? So it's nice to drag it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But today we're going to hit back on Honshu, and then we'll be in the Hiroshima prefecture, so we won't be in the city yet, but on the outskirts maybe.
Yeah, no, we'll get to see.
what chaos can be.
Morning.
Good morning!
So yesterday turned into quite a long day, really, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ended up cycling for the last kind of hour and a half in the dark. Yeah, there wasn't really any parks, and we were following a really main like highway almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't too great. We had to cycle. There was a cycle path, but
it was really overgrown, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And you kept getting like hit by branches, and it's just like big bushes that you have to like kind of push through. So.
It was just basically a pavement, but we were cycling into oncoming traffic really on the pavement, and it was dark and there's lots of trucks, so not very nice really. But eventually we found this place. Well, I'd found it on the map before. This is where we were aiming for. It's like a historical park, and it's got some like interesting history to it, so I'll show you that. So it's like the site of a temple from 750 AD, apparently in a narrow period. That's what it would have looked like, or part of it would have looked like. Looks a lot different today. It's just kind of like a field now.
Yeah. I think the roping is to say where sites were.
Where certain parts were. But we managed to camp under this hut, which was really handy because it rained last night quite heavily.
Well, it's the first rain we've had for well over a week, so
yeah,
it's alright.
Can't complain. Yeah.
It was supposed to rain mid today, but we've actually travelled like 30 miles since I checked the weather update, so it's probably all different now anyway.
Yeah. But today we're heading to Hiroshima. So we'll obviously see all the sites of the atomic bomb, which will be interesting. Yeah. So Helen's going first.
I am not going to.
We're thinking cycle to the end, a little bunny hop at the end,
Right, bit of there. I can't even lift my bike.
and should make it.
Yep.
What do you think?
I like it.
What's happening now then?
We just got to the hostel and just left our bags.
Yep. We got thanks with no luggage on them. Oh, sorry. So we're just at the Peace Park at the moment, which is really nice. Lots of monuments and lots of information plaques around, which is nice. Lots of tourists as well. We've just been to see the Atomic Dome, which is really cool. Yeah, very sad. But again, loads of information about it. It's really sad, but it's nice to read about.
Yeah.
It's cool that they preserved it the way they have, and the history around them preserving it.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because they were saying that they were there was a big kind of not uprising, but a big disagreement with the community to say whether they should destroy kind of the remains or whether they should preserve it. But there was a big kind of campaign to preserve that area and that building. So there was public donations and
donations from overseas as well.
Yeah, so it was all preserved using the public money basically, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a wander around and then check into the hostel, I think.
Yeah.
Try and get a video sorted because we're behind on them already.
Yeah, it's just really hard, isn't it, to edit on the move and things.
Yeah. but we'll get it done today. Never stop trying, guys.
Try and never stop.
So we just had a really nice bowl of ramen.
Oh, so good.
1600 yen, 2 bowls of ramen, in and out in about 20 minutes.
Barely any words exchanged.
It's great.
Delicious pork.
Absolutely delicious. So we updated you before, but after that we went to the Peace Museum in the Peace Park, which is a pretty
it's very
sombering experience.
Really, really sad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
They didn't like sugarcoat it at all, did they?
No, yeah, it was really bad. Some of the stuff in there was horrendous. It's very busy. Lots of tourists there. It's like, and lots of school children there as well, Japanese school children.
Yeah.
Which it's all quite like explicit and
graphic.
Yeah, it's all quite graphic.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that the school children go because it's what happened. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just had ramen and we're gonna get ourselves an ice cream for Family Mart.
This is like a tradition now, isn't it?
Yeah.
They get a little ice lolly.
Yeah, and go to the hotel room, which might sound boring, but got a lot to do. So
when you spend every night in a tent, lying in a bed and watching YouTube videos,
you don't get a lot done, to be honest. So. Good morning, campers. So we're still in Hiroshima. We've just left our hostel. We've just been to see the Atomic Dome again, grab a few more pictures, and we've come to a bakery, Japanese bakery. We do love a Japanese bakery, so
when we can find them.
Well, we'll show you what we've got.
So, we've both got one of these each. It's ham and cheese and onion.
Yeah, looks good.
And then Ryan got this.
This is a boy.
This is called a boy.
I think it's like butter and sugar inside, yeah. So
it smells like maple syrup.
that sounds good to me.
And then I just got
Croissant.
But then we also got sandwiches for dinner.
Chicken and cheese and salad sandwiches. Sounds nice. We haven't had a sandwich for a while, have we? Yeah.
Can't find real bread.
Yeah. So we've got about 28 miles to do today. We're heading to a park. It's called something like Kiko Park. It looks really nice. We haven't seen it yet. But
I never see them just to get there.
we had our first. Well, we've had our first puncture over the past week. Helen's front tyre's been going down slowly, but really slowly, like over the day.
Yeah, like a day and a half even.
So I tried my best to find the hole this morning, but it's tiny, the hole, and I can't find it. So I've just put a new inner tube in, and we'll try and fix it later. But I think that's pretty good, nearly 2,000 miles out of puncture.
Well, it's not just 2,000 miles, because we had the bike since
Yeah,
December last year and
Yeah,
cycled
so
on them there.
Done well. We've also got a new drama with our panniers. We've got Vord rear panniers. They're just like a big 30-litre pannier with a roll top. And they're all glued seams. And on 2 of them, the seam is starting to unglue.
Yeah, just about an inch or so, 2 inches.
In exactly the same place as well. So I fixed one of them. We'll see how that holds. I'll have to try and fix the other one tonight. A bit frustrating, but you know, such is life.
Such is cycle touring.
Yeah. You're gonna eat your pastries now. You bloody pastry fiend. So we're just at the Kinte-Keio Bridge. Originally built in 1673, but has since been rebuilt a few times by the sounds of it because of typhoons. Yeah, really cool. I think you got to pay to get on it though, so we'll skip that. Found a camp spot, haven't we, Helen? Quite a nice one. It's just like a little grove of trees. Got some toilets over there. This is like sports field of some kind. Yeah, it's nice. Vending machine as well. Yeah, luxury.
We were meant to camp in this other park, but it was.
It's very fancy.
Very fancy.
Yeah, it's very tourist attraction park.
I think it was. Yeah, it was a tourist park, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we decided to come here. It was lovely, yeah.
Really nice.
Cool. Say good night then.
Nice and tight.
Morning, homies.
Morning.
Morning, homies. We just stopped for a break. Had a melon bread and a onigiri.
Yeah.
Which was nice. We've been doing some nice cycling today. Nice
really
scenery.
Nice cycling.
Yeah, we've been cycling along a river. Crystal clear water with loads of carp in it. And yeah, like really mountainous, so makes a nice change really. Usually we're cycling through urban areas, so.
Yeah, all the coast.
Yeah.
Not really had much foresty
No.
mountains for a while, have we?
No, that's it. So I'll let you see. Let you have a look at the scenery. Hello.
Hello.
I'm actually going to leave that in now.
Okay.
So we've just reached camp. We're just at a little port, which is nice, with a park next to it. Yeah, just set up the sleeping mat. The roll mat one of them has popped again, but I've just figured out what it was. It was the puncture I put on it, the repair I made on it last is leaking again, so I think this is going to constantly haunt us. But we just had a guy that came and stopped and told us that it's going to rain tonight and it's going to be very cold. So,
I wonder if it's because it's the first time anyone's ever said anything to us about the weather.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's going to be worse than it usually is.
Yeah. Helen's stolen a thermometer.
No, borrowed.
She's borrowed a thermometer from the toilet.
Yeah, so I'm going to see what the temperature gets
yeah.
to tonight. So at the moment we're about 17?
Yeah.
17 degrees.
So we'll see what it gets to. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold.
I know, but it'll be a good gauge to see
yeah,
how cold it gets and if we are cold.
if we don't die.
We'll be alright.
Alright. We're about 150 miles from, not even now.
No,
we're
like
about 100
miles, yeah.
from Fukuoka now.
We kind of accidentally had a really big day today, didn't we?
Yeah, but it means that we really need to make our decisions soon.
I know.
Because otherwise, well, that's it.
Yeah,
Fukuoka's the end, so.
I think we've decided we're going to South Korea. It's just kind of what we're going to do about going to South Korea.
Yeah.
I almost feel like we should go and then see how cold it is, and if it's cold, then buy extra things, or whether we should stock up here. Just don't know. Lots of things.
We'll see what it's like the next few days, and but I was cold last night, so it's getting cold. Yeah. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Helen said she's seen some really big spiders.
That looks like a spider.
The old, oh, there's one. The old sideways spider. Look at the size of them spiders there.
Let me see it through the camera. Honest to God, that still looks like a spider to me.
It's a crab.
Is there 3 spiders? 3 crabs?
Yeah.
I just put the glasses on.
The old bloody sea spider.
was walking like up the wall. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Back again.
What a morning.
What a morning. So we left. We had quite a warm night really. It was quite warm last night, and it didn't really rain too much as well. So
oh yeah, good. The thermometer said it was 15 degrees.
So it's fine. That.
So it was warm. Yeah, cozy.
But we got up in the morning and packed everything away really early, as we usually do. And a lady walked past with a poodle.
Giant poodle.
Yeah, a big poodle, which is unusual. We see a lot of small poodles, like miniature poodles, but we don't see normal poodles. Standard poodles, she called it. But yeah, she said hello, asked us what we were doing, if she spoke really good English, and carried on. And I had a feeling that she'd come back, which is usually the case. Sometimes we speak to people, and then 10 minutes later they'll come back with like a gift or some food. But we packed everything up and we were just about to leave, and she came back and asked us if we'd go to her house for some breakfast or some coffee. So we thought we already had breakfast, but we'll come for a coffee.
Gladly have a coffee.
Because you just do, like, people really want you to interact.
Like, so. It's insistent, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
so you just want to please them, and we'll get something out of it. You know, it's nice to meet people. So we went round to her house, and she was called, we think, Atik. We think, but I can't remember.
It was quite rushed, wasn't it? Like saying her name.
Yeah, but her husband was American,
Yeah.
but has passed away, and she lives at home with her dog Tom, who was
Tom the
Poodle, who was her husband's dog. And we just sat and chatted for about an hour about family and the weather and dogs and
Japan's culture and
it was really nice.
Government state pensions, and just the conversation just kind of went everywhere. It was really really nice, wasn't it?
But yeah, she was really kind and really sweet, and it was really sad to leave her in the end.
Yeah. She like gave us both really really big hugs, like, you know, the kind of hug where someone doesn't want to stop hugging you, like really held on. She said like, oh, you're like my children now. We were only with her for like an hour, but she was such a kind lady.
So that was a really nice
lasting like memory on us, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, we left that, and we had kind of a slow day really. We've only done about 20 miles. It's about 2 o'clock now. So we found a free campsite not far away. It's only a couple of miles away, and there's an onsen as well in a hotel next to it. It's getting really cold now. Today, all day, it's been about, I saw a thermometer, like a little digital thermometer inside the work, and that said 13 degrees. So it's quite chilly, and there's a good wind as well, which is really cold.
Like when the sun's on you, the sun is roasting.
It's really hot.
It's not roasting, really really hot, and then it's like icy wind, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really cold wind.
Yeah, so we've got our waterproofs, which are windproof, which keep us warm. Although mine's falling apart. I've only had it 2 months to fall apart. And we've got other equipment now that's falling apart. Everything's falling apart.
The panniers have got the kind of, a couple of them have got extra, the seams are coming apart. Your shoes coming apart. I see when your shoes coming. We're falling apart.
So, but the panniers are frustrating because they're brand new and they cost a lot of money. So I think I'm going to email the company. They're Vord panniers. So I'll email them and see what can be done. I fixed one of them, but there's another 2 that have done it, and it's in the exact same place. They've split. In fact, I'll show you what's happened. And it seems to get bigger and bigger as the day goes by.
Is it? It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can see it's not.
It's not supposed to do that.
It's not really waterproof in its current state. But yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Ooh.
What did we have for lunch?
Ramen, onigiri, chicken, and a donut.
You say ramen, noodle pot.
Yeah, noodle pot. It's delicious though. Yeah. Just tidying up for the guests.
So we've made it to a campsite. This one's a free campsite. You're supposed to register at some office, I think, or phone some number, but we don't speak Japanese, so it's no good to us.
There's no buildings here. Or anything.
No. But yeah, this is camp. The bag's there. My roll mat is just over there. I fixed the puncher last night, but it didn't work, so I'm fixing it again. And it's just in the sun, trying to dry the glue off a little bit.
In the sun, but it's 8 degrees.
Yeah, it's very cold, but I just thought I'd show you around, show you what you might expect in a free Japanese campsite. This one's kind of like a sandy gravel, which is alright. It's not bad, you know. So in this campsite, there's pretty good facilities. There's plenty of barbecue, grills there, loads of sinks, and quite a nice little wooden hut. And then just over there, there's toilets. I think these ones are better than average, really. Usually it's just like a big trough. But yeah, and we're just heading away over there. Tell me a joke now.
How do Welsh open cheese?
Don't know.
Carefully.